Hey guys, happy Saturday. I actually pulled some cards this morning I was just going to do a personal reading. I was super upset this morning because I spilled wine on my laptop last night after the reading. And the keyboard wasn't working this morning. Anyways, I spent all morning at the Apple store, and the good news is that my computer actually works with a separate keyboard plugged in. I didn't lose anything. The bad news is I have to use a separate keyboard now on my MacBook. So, anyways, needless to say, I did not have a good night last night, even after that great reading. And I was like, all right, I need to pull some cards this morning. I want to know what's going on with my situation. And the cards were so beautiful and great that I wanted to share it with you guys because hopefully this will resonate with some of you in the collective. Um, Again, the energies are always changing and shifting, and we have this, super moon coming up, this Leo moon, and the eclipse. It's so there's a lot of shifts happening right now in the energies. I mean, I can feel it. I feel like, and maybe you guys can resonate with this. I feel like one minute I'm super, like my energies are super high, and the next minute I'm like sad. And it's just kind of crazy. It kind of just comes and goes in waves. But I was super excited about the cards that I pulled. So I kind of wanted to read this with you guys and let you know what's happening with the Twin Flame Collective. So the first question I asked was, how is the Divine Masculine feeling about the Divine Feminine in the heart space? And I pulled the Three of Wands. These cards are hard for me to get off this table. The Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So lots of wands here. And basically what I felt about this was, first of all, it was really, really beautiful. The Three of Wands is kind of like this guy's, kind of looking out into what I think is the future. It's kind of like foresight, expansion. Again, the Four of Wands is the Twin Flame card. It's the 1111 card. I mean, here you have happy marriage, harmony, commitment, and you see, the bride and groom there. And so I feel like, the Divine Masculine was sort of foreseeing this beautiful ceremony, this beautiful commitment that's what he wants in his heart space, or this Divine Feminine. But he's got some burdens right now. He's got some burdens. He's working really hard. I think he's really working hard on himself to try to change, whatever's broken inside of him, whatever he needs to heal in order to, come to this place of this beautiful harmony, this beautiful union, this commitment here. And this could also indicate too that, he's got a karmic situation that he needs to let go of. It's this heavy burden, this heavy energy, but he wants this union to happen with his Divine Feminine. So that's what I was getting for the Divine Masculine in his heart space. And the next question I asked was, how is the Divine Feminine feeling about the Divine Masculine in the heart space? And this is really interesting. I got the Hierophant and the Devil right next to each other. Okay, so these are basically like opposing cards. So I felt immediately, and then I also drew the Queen of Pentacles. So I kind of felt immediately that the Divine Feminine is really struggling right now. I feel that she is struggling between, I know what this connection is. It's a divine connection. I'm getting all of these signs and synchronicities, and yes, it's going to happen. This union's going to happen. And then you get the Devil card, and the Devil, is all about fear and lust and just, really dark energy being chained. Again, it's the opposite of the Hierophant, who's basically the Pope. So you've got the Pope and the Devil. And I felt that, she's really, really, really struggling with how she's feeling about the Divine Masculine. I mean, she's got, I feel like she's chained a little bit to this connection. Like she's almost chained to the outcome, chained to, wanting things to happen and kind of trying to make them happen. And then on the other hand, she's like, no, it's good. It's in divine timing. So again, I feel like this is sort of this energy that's kind of going back and forth. And overall, I mean, she wants to be the Queen of Pentacles. You know, she's been working on things in her life. You know, the pentacles represent things in the material. You know, she's feeling good about herself, about her financial situation. You know, and this is also like the Queen of Pentacles is like the mothering sign. And I feel like, you know, that's what she ultimately wants. She wants to have this beautiful commitment where she can, you know, be secure. This is about security too. So, you know, again, I feel like she feels that the divine, when she's with the divine masculine, when this union happens, this is where she's going to be. She's going to be this Queen of Pentacles because she's going to feel secure in the relationship. Even though, you know, I feel like she feels secure now, but I feel that she's going to be just in that higher place when the union does happen. That's how she's going to really see herself when she's with her divine masculine. And so again, divine feminine, very, very conflicted. And she's going back and forth with how she feels about the divine masculine. So, you know, I think divine feminines, you guys know, this is a divine connection, and, you know, it's gonna eventually, you know, you're gonna come into union, you know, with the masculine. So let this energy go. Let it go. Don't feel so tied to the outcome, because it's gonna happen. So the next, this is interesting. So for those of you that have a karmic situation or a third party situation, and again, this doesn't have to be a person. It could be a work, job related, you know, or something else going on in their life that's got ties to karma. So I got the Eight of Swords. So isolation, and then the Moon, which is like secrets, and then the Six of Swords, which is, you know, moving away from baggage, moving away. So all of this right here, I mean, those were, to me, were very, very self-explanatory. He is moving away from this karmic situation, moving away from the secrets and the lies and the betrayal. And, you know, I think he had his blinders on for a long time about this relationship. And now he's like, oh, I'm out of here. I'm moving on. I'm, you know, taking my boat out of these choppy waters, and I'm moving to the clearer waters, and I'm taking my swords with me. So yeah, so I feel that, you know, the karmic situation is ending. It may have already ended, but again, I feel like maybe there's still some energy here with this. These are the burdens that he's still carrying a little bit of, and it could be that, you know, this is causing him anxiety. It's causing him, you know, maybe a little bit of heartbreak. Like, he knows he wants to be with the divine feminine, but, you know, this person was obviously a significant person in his life, and that could be causing him, you know, some pain. And then the next question I asked was about communication. You know, how is the divine masculine feeling about communication with the divine feminine? And that was sort of, you know, for me, because I'm not in communication with my divine masculine. So it's interesting. So we got the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, and the King of Wands. And to me, it was interesting how these cards came out too. You know, here we've got the Queen of Cups. She's turned away from the High Priestess. She's turned away from the King of Wands. She's sort of looking at her cup. You know, I think this is like representing, you know, I'm looking at my cup, and this is, you know, a beautiful cup, and it's like this emotional balance. It's very calm. So I kind of feel like, you know, he wasn't really thinking about communicating. He was distracted. Like, again, she's not looking at these other two here. She's kind of, you know, really enthralled with this cup and its beauty. So it's a very, very, very calm energy. And then we move into the High Priestess energy, which is, you know, again, divine connection, like sort of like all-knowing. And, you know, I think what sort of happened here was we sort of moved from this calm energy to this energy of, you know, oh my gosh, I know who my divine feminine is. Like, this is, you know, a divine connection. This is also a 2 card, so this to me was decision. So I feel like the queen, like this is where he was. He was like, I'm over here. I'm looking at my cup. I'm not really worried about this. And then all of a sudden, it's like the divine came in. The divine probably gave him a message or a sign, about this connection, and it sort of woke him up. And so now we've got this high priestess, and now he's like, all right, well, what am I going to do about this? It's a 2 card, so the 2s are all about decisions. Okay. And then we get the King of Wands. This is the divine masculine card. I was so happy when this came out. I was like, yes. So he knows that he's the divine masculine. He knows that he's got this divine connection, and he wants to come forward with it. But again, the King of Wands, he's sitting down. He's not the Knight of Wands. He's not, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of movement here. So I think that he wants to communicate. Again, he knows he's a divine masculine. He knows about the connection. He's moving away from this very calm energy, but it's still feeling a little bit stuck to me. So, you know what? Let's pull a clarifier. Spirit, how is the divine? Can you clarify the energies for the divine masculine on communication? This card wanted to come out. Okay. Yeah, we've got the 5 of Cups. So to me, this just means, loss and regret, disappointment. I think that he's afraid. I think he's afraid to come forward. I really do. He may be watching you on social media. Here's this King of Wands sort of looking over, these feminines. He may be watching, and he may see, that you're independent. You got your shit together. You're doing your thing. And he may think, damn, I don't even have a chance, with this feminine. I've hurt her. And again, I feel like this is the masculine here. Like he had all these beautiful full cups and he spilled them. He hurt the feminine, and now he's regretting. He's regretting everything that he's done to his feminine. You got the karmic situation here, and all the burdens that he's carried. And so I feel like maybe he's stuck. He's not sure how to communicate because he's feeling all this regret. He's definitely going to come forward at some point, but I feel that he's scared right now. He's in this very fearful energy of coming forward to his Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. He's afraid. He's afraid of what you're going to say. Like, what are you doing back, dude? Although we know you're not going to say that. And then, okay, so, all right. Yeah, so the last row here was, okay, so what is the energy for, how is the divine masculine feeling about union? So I feel like, so we got the 9 of Wands, the Judgment card, and the 4 of Cups. So I kind of feel like the 9 of Wands, he's sort of, it's funny, the way that this guy looks to me, he just kind of looks like he's standing there sort of contemplating what to do. So this card is all about courage and faith and resilience. So I feel like he definitely wants this union. He's got faith in the connection. He's got the courage, but he's also over here going, I don't know. Should I, shouldn't I? I'm not really sure. I've got these 3 cups here. They're trying to offer me a 4th, but I'm not even looking at it. He's a little bit inside of his own head, I feel like right now. And again, it could be because he's afraid to come forward, because he's afraid that you're going to judge him for what he's done in the past. And, he's fearful of maybe he's going to get rejected. So that's what I feel. But again, with the Judgment card here, I do feel like, all right, it's Judgment Day. Like, the time has come. But he's sitting here like, I don't know if I'm ready. Like, I'm courageous and I've got the faith, but he's also looking away from the Judgment Day. He's like, man, but let me just look over here. I'm not totally sure yet. So that's the energy that I'm getting for the union. Like, it's definitely going to happen, but again, I feel that it's stagnated just a little bit right now. But the good news is the probable outcome cards, you guys, I was so excited when I saw this. So we got the Emperor was the first card out. the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So this to me right here, this is, baby, we're going to build our freaking empire. I am so ready. So, you know, this is he's the emperor, you know, this is what the divine masculine aspires to be. I don't think he's quite there yet, but he's getting there. And he wants to come in and he wants to build this team with you and make great things. And then what's cool is the Knight of Wands. This is kind of like, you know, Prince Charming coming in real quick. I'm coming for you, girl. And this sort of, to me, said, you know, when he does finally get out of this stuck energy, it's going to happen fast. And he's going to come swooping in, knight in shining armor. He's going to come in with the passion and the love and, you know, and the romance and the charm. But the good news is he's already the emperor. So you don't have to worry about, you know, he's just a knight. No, he is the emperor now, but he's still going to have all the fun energy of this knight. And then you guys are going to build your empire together. Such beautiful cards. I was so excited about it. Again, don't get stressed about this stagnant and a little bit of stuck energy, because remember, in his heart space, this is what he wants. This is what he wants. This is what he wants in his heart space. He's just got to let go. I got to figure out a different way to be able to pick up these cards. He's got to let go of these burdens. He's got to let go of this stuck energy. He's got to know that his divine feminine is going to be there. And she's going to, you know, you may not welcome him back with open arms, but ultimately you want this union too. You know? So he's got to get out of that fear. All right. So I'm going to actually take these cards up and I want to ask a couple of questions now. You guys, look how beautiful these roses are. These yellow roses, aren't they so pretty? I got them at Trader Joe's. They were like $6.99 for a dozen. And it was so funny because I saw a guy with them. He was about to check out with them. And I was like, gosh, those are so pretty. Like, I'd love to have those yellow roses. And it was literally the last bouquet. He turned around and went and put them back and picked something else. You guys, I couldn't believe it. It was almost like the universe heard me. Shocker. Shocker, the universe heard me, what? It was pretty cool. And then it was so funny because then I was checking out and there was like 3 other people that were like, where did you get those roses? I want some of those. And I was like, I'm sorry, I took the last one of the yellows. So pretty. I'm really getting into roses. I've never really been into roses. I'm more of an orchid girl. Orchid's my favorite flower. But roses have been coming up in my dreams a lot, and my visions, and it's actually the flower that gives off the highest vibration. So I've been filling up my house. You can see I actually have some pink ones. I'll show you pink ones over here too. You can't really see those in the video, but so pretty. All right, so let's ask. Let's cut it. So Spirit, what is one message the divine masculine wants us to know right now? What's one message that he wants us to know? What is one message that he wants us to know? Didn't this come out in the reading last night? Or I think it was the 8 of Swords. I don't know. I can't remember. If you guys remember, send me a little message down below. Cards are always so hard to shuffle, but they're so beautiful. Love my spirit guide cards. The Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I was divinely guided to buy this deck after having a vision of a deer in the bathroom, and then I came out to my computer and they were literally on my Amazon. I was like, okay, well, that was obviously a sign. That card just wanted to come out, didn't it? So I guess we're going to take it. Okay, oh my God, these are the same. I swear these are the same cards that came out last night. I don't know. I've done a bunch of readings, so maybe not, but I need to look back and see. Very similar. But so the interesting thing is that this came out in the reverse. which basically it's a protection message. So we'll read into that and see what that says. Okay. Spirit. Woo! And these are the Butterfly Life Changes cards by Doreen Virtue. The butterfly is my spirit animal. So these are so pretty. I love them. All right. So Spirit, what is the message that the Divine Masculine wants us to know right now? Oh my God. Okay, end of an era. Well, I mean, we can kind of see here what's happening because, you know, we've got the Ten of Swords. The now is a lucky time in reverse. So this is a protection message. I'm going to actually read that, and I'm also going to read the end of the era. But, you know, we've got this this Ten of Swords. So it's kind of like this defeat. Again, ending. Something has ended in his life, and he wants you to know that it's done. It's the end of an era. Probably the karmic situation. That's what I'm guessing. Or, you know, he's putting an end to this separation. Let's read what this, goodness, everything's just flying out. Let's read what this lucky rabbit spirit is upside down. Okay, rabbit spirit for the protection message. Okay. Protection message. Vulnerability is required of you now, even if you don't feel safe. Act as if you trust that you will be okay, and soon you will see that you are okay. To create is to take risks. So at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize the real security is in immersing yourself in the process of co-creation. It's okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting you are at the beginning of something. Come on out to frolic in the sun's nurturing light because it is time to birth something new. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so obviously, end of an era, end of the separation. This is the new beginning. Get ready to celebrate because it's coming, and don't worry about how or when, because that's exactly what it's telling us. Don't worry about how or when because it is coming. All right. So I hope this reading resonated with you guys. Please like it if it did, and subscribe to my channel. I would love that. I'm also on Instagram, Twin Flame Butterfly 1111. So follow me over there. And I hope that you guys have a really great weekend. I'll probably be doing some more readings around the moon, most likely maybe tomorrow and maybe Monday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how my energy is. But I'm wishing you all love and light and a very happy Saturday, and namaste. Bye.